Hi, and welcome to Quirky Books with Katie. Today we are going to be talking about Frostbite, the second book in Richelle Mead's Vampire Academy series. First, I'm going to give a quick summary of where we left off at the end of Vampire Academy. At the end of the first book in the series, we find out that Lissa has the power of spirit, which is a power that none of the Moroi have. Also, we find out that Rose cannot be in a relationship with Dimitri, A, because he's 7 years older than her, and B, because he is her tutor. And you also find out that the Strigoi are closing in on the academy and are trying to get in. If you want to find out anything else about the first book in the series, I will link my review in the down bar below. I would suggest reading the first book and then coming back and then we can discuss. Okay, so it's probably no secret if you have seen my review of the first book that I did not like it at all. The only thing I liked was Rose, and I was really hesitant about picking up this book, and I am glad I did. I loved this book. I was in love with it. And it's so weird because I was even like looking back on my notes of the first one, I'm like, this was so boring, but I literally, from the second I picked this book up to the end, I was in love with it. So I will give a quick summary of what happens in this book. Basically, the Strigoi are kind of uniting together, and they are attacking members of the royal family. And Rose is she keeps moving on in her training, and she's checking on Lissa, and she has her own relationship problems of her own with Mason and Dimitri and Adrian. Yeah, she goes with a lot of guys, and that is the basic summary. So, as always, we're going to talk about characters. Rose is one of the most badass people like ever. I love her so much. Because, I mean, she does make dumb decisions and she's with a lot of guys, but I understand her and I do feel really bad for her. What I felt Richelle Mead did a really good job in this book was characterization. Like, she gave a lot of depth to all the characters, while in the first book in the series, a lot of the characters were really flat and one-sided. Next, we're going to talk about Dimitri. I liked him more in this book. I mean, he's still not one of my favorite guys. I like him and Rose together, but I'm not completely in love with him. Next, we're going to talk about Adrian. I am freaking in love with Adrian. He is so amazing. Literally, when he was introduced, I'm like, what is this guy doing? He's so creepy. And then I'm just like, oh my god, someone who is sarcastic and amazing all the time. I loved his character so much. I don't necessarily like him with Rose, but oh man. And apparently he is in Richelle Mead's spin-off series, Bloodline. So when I'm done with this one, I have to go pick that up because, oh man, I just need to read more about him now. He's so sexy. Okay, next is Lissa. I mean, she's just annoying. I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like she's just helpless all the time. And then she's basically just going off with Christian and making out because they're so in love the whole book. And I hate those couples in real life. I hate them in books too. So now we're going to give my thoughts on different parts of the story, whatever I can remember right now. I felt so bad for Rose in this book, especially when she finds out that Dimitri and Tasha are going to end up together. I just felt so bad for her because she kind of knows that she can't be with him, but it's one thing to realize that and then another to realize, oh, someone else is going to be with him. And I felt so bad for her. Next part is the ending. The ending was exhilarating. I was literally there for like the last 100 pages. This was me. Like, you probably could not move me from my seat if you wanted to. It was just so exciting, and now we are going to do spoilers, because unless you want to know the ending. At the ending, basically, they get kidnapped, and then Adrian goes inside, like, Rose's dreams, and then Rose, like, goes all badass and kills all these people. Felt so bad for her when Mason died, though. I did not like Mason, but even when he died, that was pretty sad. And then at the end, like, her mom even comes in, and then Dimitri, the ending scene with Dimitri was pretty good, because Dimitri finally, after, like, 2 books, admits his feelings for Rose. Finally. So, if I had to give this book a rating, I would give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. The only thing that I didn't like was Lissa and Christian got really annoying after a while. But otherwise, read this book. I don't care if you read the first one you didn't like it. I hated the first book. Pick the second book up. I promise it'll be so much better. And everyone says that the third book is like one of the best in the series. So comment below if you want to see me do a review of the third book or give my casting reactions, because the movie is into production. They cast already, I think, Rose, Lissa, and Dimitri, and it's coming out on Valentine's Day. So like this video if you liked it, and thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys.